#1 podcast where people are not only good at starting the race, but finishing the race. Finishing through the line casting studios. What's going on, everybody? Demetrius Ford, your host of Through the Line. I am coming at you with another episode of What She Said, and this time we do not have a collective group. I want to solo this individual out because she does have a lot of intellectual things to say, and I think you guys need to hear her perspective on the thoughts of debating topics when it comes down to dealing with men and women and controversial topics. I have here right in front of me, guys, the beautiful Jasmine Williams. How you feeling today, Miss Jasmine?
I feel great. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I'm happy to have you, Miss Jasmine.
Thank you.
So she is. I'm sorry, I don't want to get your job title misconstrued. Tell everybody kind of what you do and where they can find you at.
Yeah, I am an integrated marketing specialist for Radio 1. I work in Dallas. I work with 97.9 The Beat and Magic 94.5, but we can't even say that because that's going away. But.
It's on the way. It's on the way. She's excited about it.
Yeah.
She wants to say it, but she can't say it yet. It's disclosed. But guys, if y'all ever need to be able to get exposure on radio promotions and stations, this is the person to contact, Miss Jasmine Williams. Once again, what is your Instagram tag again so they can search you?
It's me, Jazzy, with 2 Y's.
Y'all heard it first. Let's get right into it.
All right, let's do it.
How you feeling today?
I feel great.
You feeling open-minded?
I am.
Yeah?
I am. Yeah.
You ain't feeling one-sided, are you?
No, never.
Okay.
I'm objective.
Cool. We're going to dive right into it.
Okay.
Second episode of What She Says. I'm going into the question right off the bat. Should your partner be your best friend, or is it too much pressure for one person?
I mean, yes, but I feel like your partner shouldn't be your only friend. Mm-hmm. That's what you have other friends for. You have other best friends that you've probably known before your partner. Mm-hmm. You have your family. You have other people that you need to be able to rely on other than just your partner.
Okay. So whenever it comes down to challenging times of relationships, how does your partner being your best friend help or benefit your relationship?
I really feel like having a different opinion on things helps. But like I said, they shouldn't be your only opinion, and you should always have your own self-identity. I think that I would want my partner to be the first person that I talk to, the first person that I can lean on, especially in tough situations. Mm-hmm. But they shouldn't be the only person that you can lean on.
So you don't think that your partner, as a man, if we were in a relationship, that I shouldn't have the best friend qualities to be able to bat off of, or should I only be your sole partner as far as just being a man? So coming in as a best friend, right?
Okay.
Best friend. What would you say a best friend is for you?
A best friend is the person that you can talk to and that they don't judge you. They listen, they understand, and they know you. Mm-hmm.
So all of those within a partnership, a relationship, except for one, which is the judgment part. It's really hard for people not to judge their partner. Meaning, if you were to do something that I didn't agree with, it would be very hard for me not to cast judgment based off of how I feel like that you should have treated the situation or how you should have reacted, correct?
I think that you can judge silently. You don't have to always project your judgment. So
communication within your partner in a relationship, is that not you communicating your emotions? Communicating emotions, quote unquote, right? Communicating emotions is sometimes I feel is really judgment being casted, but just delivered in a different term.
That's fair. Then you need to seek a therapist. That's what it says.
You need help. Y'all need somebody to help y'all come up with this stuff together.
An objective opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right, enough on that question. All right. Should a woman's confidence come from within, or is outside validation inevitable?
I think that within first, for sure. I mean, compliments are nice, but I mean, if whatever somebody else says about you shouldn't determine what you feel about yourself. So, I mean, it all starts within. If you can't love yourself, how does anybody else love you?
So if you're not in a position of knowing yourself and loving yourself, does outside validation play a big part in a woman's confidence?
Absolutely. That's when you have to get to know yourself. Again,
Yeah.
go to therapy. They will help you find that missing puzzle piece that you're looking for.
Yeah. So within a relationship, since we're off topic,
Okay.
within a relationship, do you feel like therapy is a necessity?
Absolutely. Me personally, I won't talk to anyone that hasn't been to therapy. It just, sometimes we need to heal our inner child and we don't know what that is all the time. And when you don't know what that is, then you start projecting on other people emotions that they had nothing to even do with.
That's true. I definitely agree. Would you believe that therapy comes in many ways, shapes, forms, and fashion?
Absolutely.
So what would therapy consist for you? If you were to describe therapy, what would that look like?
As like what I've been through with therapy, or like
not even like personal experience. Well, okay, let's talk about your personal first,
okay,
right?
yeah.
Your personal therapy. What does that look like?
My therapist and I uncovered things and triggers and emotions that I didn't even realize were there. Things that sometimes my partner would do, and that would trigger me, and I was just projecting old emotions instead of what they were actually trying to convey to me, if that makes sense.
So therapy really helped you get rid of a mental block that was deterring a message that was coming from the outside as far as what you were feeling and processing internally, correct?
Right.
Therapy for some people might be the gym. Therapy for some people may be church.
Yeah.
Therapy for some people may be even going hiking, outdoor adventures. So how do you feel about those kind of styles
I
of
think
therapy?
that's an outlet. I don't think that's getting to the main source of why you do what you do. I think that those are all great, activities and things to kind of fill the gaps for you, because our mind, they wander. Like it wanders all the time. So I think that doing things, being physically active, like, it's helpful. It was a big thing for me, especially, not to put all in my business, but when I was going through my divorce, like, that was something that I needed to do for myself, and it was a different kind of outlet. But it didn't help me figure out what things triggered me. That makes sense.
It does make sense.
Okay.
Is it okay to outgrow friends?
Absolutely. I don't think that friendship should be, what's the word? I had a good word for this. Hold on, because I need to find it now. I know y'all are gonna edit this. So I was like, you are skipping around. Okay, that's why. Growth isn't betrayal. I think that some people are in your life for a reason and a season. And just because you outgrow them doesn't mean that you don't love them anymore, doesn't mean that you don't like them anymore. No one is supposed to stay the same. We're supposed to grow.
I really like that. I really like that a lot. Should a woman ever rely on a partner financially?
This is tricky. Trust someone? Yes. Depend completely? Absolutely not. You should always have your own. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if it's your husband. I don't care if y'all been together for 20, 30 years. People change, people grow. And if you don't have any kind of backup plan, that's just asinine. And it can leave you in a really bad spot. Trust me. I know.
All right. Should a woman split bills in a 50-50 relationships? Well, how do you feel about this 50-50 stuff? This has kind of been, all over social media.
I know, and I think it's crazy because it's like, I think you should do what's fair and what works for you, right? Yeah. If I make $300,000 a year and you make $75,000 a year, you can't say that splitting things 50-50 is fair. It's not.
Yeah.
Because now what if you only have $100 a month left over and I'm sitting on 30? Like, that's not fair.
It's not fair at all. I don't know, it's just something that I have to say about that. And I know, of course, I don't want to get too much into my perspective, but 50-50 relationships are putting expectations and a dim on people's true connection within a relationship, I feel. Because now you're letting materialistic and monumental things basically be the structure of how you run your relationship, right? So, as a team, I played sports all my life.
Same.
You got people who do the extra work, show up early, stay later,
Right.
do the extra things to make sure that, hey, not only their position is of course like taken care of, but they're going to understand their position to play within the team to make sure that the team wins the game, right? Everybody is not going to be able to put in as much effort or work or, sacrifice as much as you. That is a choice.
Right.
So within a relationship, I take it just as that. It's like, do what you need to do to make sure that the team wins, right? Because at the end of the day, the true bond of any partnership or team or organization is to make sure that the whole organization, team, or partnership succeeds, right?
Right.
So that whole 50-50 stuff that everybody's been talking about,
It's
throw that
crazy.
shit in the trash.
Yeah, do what works best for your household.
Exactly. Is vulnerability a strength or is it a weakness?
With the right person, I think it's a strength. You don't want to be vulnerable with the wrong person that is just going to go and drag you through the street the first chance they get.
Mm-hmm.
But with the right person, it can feel secure, it can feel comforting, and it could be your best friend.
It could. It could. Is would you say that it's a double-edged sword to play with?
Vulnerability? I mean, no, because it takes courage. I mean, it takes courage to be vulnerable. Everybody doesn't want to be vulnerable because they're afraid of what could happen later on.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're able to be vulnerable with the right person, I think that's courageous.
Okay. How long does it take for you to show your vulnerability within a relationship if you got one?
I don't think there's a timeline. I think that it's a
It's a feeling.
a comfortability about it. If somebody makes you feel comfortable enough to talk to them and confide in them, I mean, I think vulnerability it can be a strength.
Okay. If your partner changed dramatically after marriage, should you stay committed?
It depends on the change. I mean, marriage, it definitely can be through working through hard seasons, but that doesn't mean that you get to tolerate disrespect or losing yourself in the marriage. You still have to remain your own solid person, but I definitely think people change.
Mm-hmm.
Marriage is hard, and the seasons get tough. Things get sticky, but at the end of the day, disrespect is never allowed anywhere.
For sure. Why do you think marriage is so hard and challenging?
Because people think that when you meet people that you're going to stay the same, and that's just not how life works.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be willing to grow together. Like, nobody's going to stay the same.
Do you think a lot of jealousy and envy starts to strike within the change and development of people within long-term relationships?
I think expectations is what make people weird in relationships.
Yeah.
Some people have these like godlike expectations for us normal human beings, and that's just not realistic.
Yeah. Godlike expectations is for normal human beings, I feel.
Really?
You're right. Because I mean, flesh is a flesh,
Right.
right? And we're all flesh. And if the spirit is supposed to live within us, as far as being godlike, God created the Son in flesh.
Now, when I say godlike, I mean like literally
Like perfect.
God. Yeah, like
Not the creator.
perfect. Like,
She's
hold
like, I
on
need
now.
the creator,
Yeah,
not the Son.
yeah. Like, I want us to have a godly flesh. Hold on now.
My
I love the
My
Lord.
dad been talking to me this
Right.
morning.
I love the Lord. Hold on. But when somebody thinks that you're supposed to be absolutely perfect, like, no, that's what I mean by godlike.
So do you think us as men, do you think we pressure a lot of women in relationships and marriages for you guys to be perfect?
I think the expectations sometimes are unrealistic.
Yeah.
You know, as Jill Scott would say, if you can tell me what to do, you can tell me what to do. But if you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So
like,
is it lead by example kind of thing?
Yes, but you have to be trusted with that. That's a whole trust aspect. Like, you can lead if you know how to lead, but you don't get to just
lead because you're the man.
You're the man, and I told you what to do, and this is how it should be.
Yeah.
It's not a dictatorship. Like, no, and I think that's where people get stuff misconstrued. Like,
so how would you properly court a woman within a relationship? If you're a man looking at yourself in the mirror, or you saw yourself out, how would you court yourself as far as being able to handle you correctly as a woman?
As a woman, do what you say you're gonna do and lead by example, like you said. Yeah, absolutely. And also, knowing that they're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. I mean, if I was a man and I was dating, say me, myself, I would literally just show up and prioritize my person and be very intentional. I don't think a lot of people move with intention these days. And that's when people get confused. Confusion will mess up a whole relationship. Be very intentional.
What if a man's intentions aren't the intentions that align with what you want to be intended, right? So, me looking from outside in, I'm a very intentional person. I wouldn't say intentional, I would say strategic. Okay? I'm a strategic kind of person, which is intention.
Yeah.
If I'm strategizing on how to move, I'm thinking about how I'm moving. If I'm thinking about how I'm moving with intention.
Yeah.
Right? What if a man doesn't really want you to know his true intentions? Things are going to get clouded for him on how he moves with you and the things that he says and the decisions that he makes. Though he doesn't want you to know his true intentions, he's trying to give you what feels like could align with.
Feels like.
You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but that's when confusion, that gray area.
Yeah, that's why that's the problem.
A man that wants you is not gonna play about you.
Yeah.
Like, there is no like, oh maybe, or no, you don't even have to.
So what if he has trust issues and trauma?
He needs to go to therapy.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, you should have known this was coming. Yeah,
I'm gonna clip that clip out. Anytime that somebody has a problem with me, I'm gonna clip that clip out and send it to him. You need to go to therapy.
You need to go to therapy. Because that sounds way deeper than whatever you're trying to project.
If a woman earns significantly more than a partner, should it matter?
No, I mean, it's teamwork. And if you know, especially if you know that beforehand, like, don't even pursue someone if that's going to make you feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Like, that's just crazy to me. But
what if of course, we're talking about that growth stage, right? Like, what if that growth stage hits and then, things kind of change? Like, what if I was the big dog and then I had a hard spell for 2 years and then you just hit this big breakout?
I mean...
How would you confide in a man if he's going through a tough time and you're in a relationship or a marriage with him, and he was the breadwinner, but he's going through a really rough season, and you're going through a really great season?
Okay, if both people are secure, I think character, work ethic, partnership matter more than whose paycheck is bigger.
Not that answer. Would you rather be deeply loved or deeply understood?
Deeply understood.
I like that.
Because if somebody truly understands me and still chooses me, that love is different.
Yeah. I like that a lot. What does being a quote-unquote high-value woman actually mean? I hear it all the time.
It makes me roll my eyes. The whole high value thing.
It makes me sick.
It makes me sick to my stomach. But if I had to define it, I guess, character, confidence, emotional maturity, integrity, ambition, kindness, and peace.
I like those qualities. What does peace look like to you?
Peace looks like to me all those things combined.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to stay grounded even when rough things happen. Peace is coming home and not having to fight. Peace is being able to be carefree with somebody.
So peace to you is just knowing yourself.
Yes.
That's good. Is self-love possible if you're constantly comparing yourself to others?
No, it's not. Who cares? I mean, I'm the type of person, who cares what other people think? Like, can I cuss?
You know, you're like,
look,
yeah,
can I cuss?
Can I cuss?
Can I
be
cuss?
real with me?
Yeah, can I cuss? No, I'm not.
We're going to bleep it out.
If you don't love yourself,
Then what you doing?
no one else can love you. Like, you're always gonna find something. It's always this is where I was gonna cut. A bad bitch turns 21 every day. Okay, like it's never. There's always gonna be someone prettier. There's always gonna be someone smarter. If you've got to love and know yourself and just know, like, hey, I'm a good person walking around this earth, doing the best I can. We all putting our pants on one leg at a time.
Yeah.
Just be the best person that you can.
For sure. Is being too independent a real issue in relationships?
I think that only if independence becomes a wall.
How does independency become a wall?
Because sometimes people don't have their own life. And I think that you want someone to love you without having to do everything alone. Independence can be a wall if you don't let anybody in to help you in any way, shape, or form. Mm-hmm. I think that's when it becomes an issue.
Have you ever went through that phase?
Super hyper independent? Absolutely. Yeah, it's
very lonely.
It is. And then once you realize that, before I had met my ex-husband, that's how I was, and that's why it took me so long to even be in a real relationship, because I had walls up because I was like, this is how I'm going to do this, X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately for me, when I started to let those walls down, my niceness got taken for weakness, and then now I'm here. But that was something I had to learn to go through, to not be so trusting. You can still be independent and not be solely cracked down to where you're dependent on someone. Yeah. There's a middle ground.
So within that, our subject of the script again. I mean, you're in a marriage and you're conforming to another human being, right?
Essentially.
So you grew within your personal self.
Absolutely.
Right? But within growth of your personal self, you lost something that you gained, which was a marriage. Right?
I'm gonna let you finish.
So within growth of an individual throughout everybody's march in life, do you feel like sacrifices is things that you went through within your marriage to be able to get to the position and have the enlightenment that you have now, and the characteristics and attributes that you gained, do you feel like that was what you had to kind of go through?
I think it was a learning lesson for me. The marriage part, the reason why I'm out of it now is because it shrunk me. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that someone should ever shrink anybody. I think that your partner should add value to your life and not diminish who you are.
It should definitely make you bigger.
Right.
Yeah.
So the situation me personally I was in, it shrunk me to a point where no one even recognized who I was. Mm-hmm. And it took me to be, because when you're in it, you can't see that.
Yeah, you can.
But the moment that you step out of it and you really start to regain yourself, it's like, oh, what? Who is that person? Mm-hmm. I don't know them.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, I think that someone should add value to your life. I don't think that they should take away.
Yeah. So do you feel like there is a forever until the death do us apart kind of ideal like marriage? Do
I
those
do.
things still exist?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I just think that everybody these days thinks the honeymoon phase is going to be
Forever.
forever, and it's just not. That's not realistic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it should be, thunderstorms and cloudy every day of your life, but at the same time, people grow, people change, and if you're willing to wake up every day choosing each other, that's the most important thing.
So if it was to go to do it again, what would you change? What would you make something that is a non-negotiable within your marriage? Getting married and pursuing marriage again. What are you gonna make so like, hey, this is non-negotiable for me, and why?
Certain things that I've already prioritized in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, say for me, I have guy best friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
My ex-husband wasn't comfortable with that, so the guy best friends, I started, not talking to them as much just to protect my relationship. But I think that and this is just one little example, that's something, my non-negotiables, I'm not wavering on.
Yeah, the people that are there for you before you even met the person that you're aspiring to be with.
Right.
Yeah, those people should definitely not be moved
Non-negotiable.
And you see that a lot, and that is a thing. I think we kind of talked about this in the last episode. Yeah, those things, man, they come from a deep down insecure place within not just women, men. We show that a lot. Because I used to think
Y'all
like that.
can't handle it.
I used to think like that.
Y'all can't handle it. Y'all can't. But you have a girl bestie or whatever homegirl that you may have known since college, and everything's all fine because you know your intentions.
Yeah.
So why can't my intentions be the same thing with my guy friend?
Because us as men, sometimes our intentions can change in a matter of minutes or hours.
But you have to also trust,
Yeah, true.
because people are gonna do what they want to do regardless.
Exactly.
So you have to trust the person you're with.
True. Should women prioritize peace or passion?
You know what I'm gonna say.
It's like my peace is
Peace. Peace. I mean, passion is exciting, but peace is what makes you stay.
Yeah. But do you think women are more passion or peaceful beings, like
naturally peaceful, but this social media craze has everybody wanting passion and these grand gestures and these crazy asinine things that just aren't
100 roses
realistic.
every day.
Yeah, that's just not realistic. Your first date of somebody you don't even know, you want them to take you to
Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, what are we doing? You want to go to Three Forks or Mastro's on your first date, and it's like, okay, some people, that's nice.
Yeah, some
know?
people can't do that.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
But I mean, how can you expect somebody that you don't even know to spend $400 or $500 on you in the first meeting, and I don't even know your middle name? That's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it would make me a little uncomfortable because why are you...
Who else are you doing this for?
Yeah,
you got it. Of course, I mean, you got it, but you can do this for a lot of people. You're doing that.
You're just doing
Yeah,
things to
just
be
doing
doing
it.
things.
Yeah.
It's not special anymore.
Exactly. If you could change one thing about how women relate to one another, what would it be?
I'd want us to celebrate each other more. I feel like everybody's in such competition all the time. Whose skin is clear, whose hair is longer, whose body is most fit, whose butt is bigger, it's just, we can celebrate each other without diminishing somebody else's light. There's space enough for everybody to win.
Yeah, it is enough men out here.
Yeah. Believe it or not.
Believe
it or not. Everybody thinks that it's like this, but we are outnumbered, right?
Yeah.
Y'all are outnumbered.
Yeah,
so
we are.
It makes it hard.
It does.
It makes it hard.
Do you feel like us as men that we provoke that kind of behavior within women?
Um,
And as a whole, as society, right? Because I mean, you got a lot of simps.
you got a lot of tricks too.
Yeah, you got a lot of tricks too.
But I mean, you can say that, but at the end of the day, like, we really have the power, and I think that a lot of women don't realize that. Like,
The A word, accountability.
yeah.
I may get unfollowed by every female after this episode.
Why?
This is why. Accountability is me as a man. I hold dear to my heart men, because I feel like men should be more of men. If we had more of men, then I personally believe that a lot of women wouldn't think nor act the way that they do. If we had more men.
Like,
right?
yeah.
Because
Leaders.
Wouldn't be it wouldn't be something that would even get entertained.
Yeah.
Right? So if it's not getting entertained or attention, women don't want it. Typically. It's good to get attention shown to you. It feels good, right?
I mean, of course,
Yeah,
for anybody.
good.
Yeah.
Especially if it's out of a person or a man that you know that you could possibly want.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, even as a man, I think that's just a natural human tendency. Even animals, everybody loves to get attention and love, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's just something.
I think y'all have too much access. Like, it's too easy. You know, you could follow. It's 1 million people on social media every day. Like,
yeah.
You can literally. It's too much access. Yeah, it's too much.
So within a relationship or a marriage, do you feel like for it to be successful that you should limit your social media interactions and access?
Not necessarily, because I mean, you could be sitting at the bar. People are gonna do what they want to do, regardless. I mean, the access does make it a little bit harder, I think, because it goes back to that one question, like, should people be following, you know, all these people? I don't even think you asked that yet, but it's on here.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, if you put yourself in those positions, those outcomes are gonna happen. But you gotta have some self-control.
Yeah.
Like,
how would you feel if your man showed another female more attention than he showed you at any point in time in your relationship? For example, we've been at the house 2 years living together, and you know, within the last year, you know, it's kind of selective. Whenever I tell you, you know, that you look pretty or beautiful, it's kind of selective sometimes, where I like give you a hug, where I'm just like, you can just feel me loving you. I miss you. I really enjoy you. And then you see me go up, or I see an old friend and out while we're together, and you're like, oh, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, oh, hey, how you doing? And I give her a hug and everything.
now you
like
already
that.
know before. You know the answer to that. That's
like
no.
that'll tick you off, right?
I mean, yeah, we're human.
But how do you continue to keep that spark? Like, what do you do as a woman to keep your man deadly in love with you 24/7? Is it possible?
To keep them deadly in love with
Is
you?
it possible? What can you do as a woman to be able to keep your man attracted to you and just solely dead set on you all the time? Is it possible?
Again, you can't control people. Like,
but what could you do as a woman to be able to try it?
Sounds like some conversations need to happen, number one, because why are you, obviously there's something I did that made you not want to be as physical or whatever it is with me. You can't say that you just love somebody and then all of a sudden, like,
fall out of love.
I don't even think sometimes you can fall out of lust with people, or you can like, oh, I don't really like you today, you know, but how do you spice that up? What conversations need to be happening where we can get on the same page? Because if we've been together for 2-3 years and I see you drifting off with me, and then you see somebody else that excites you, what did they do so different that I haven't done every day? Something is amiss.
Yeah.
That's a conversation that needs to happen.
That needs to happen. Absolutely so. Well, once again, guys, this is episode 2 of What She Said. Solo entry right here, Miss Jasmine Williams. I sure do appreciate you for your time.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Y'all stay tuned for episode 3.
Through the Line Casting Studio.